Hey everyone, welcome back to the Book Vandal Shop. I'm super excited. I have a new digital kit that I just finished late last night. I'm excited to share it with you. It is now available in my Etsy shop. It is 42 pages of stuff. So there are 23 pages, journal pages and background sheets, and 19 pages of ephemera and embellishments. And so it's a big kit. And so in this video, we're just going to go through the kit. I'm just going to show you what all is included. And then in another video, maybe we'll do a project with this. So, all right, in no particular order, here's some of the journal pages. And I do apologize if my camera is going to be doing a little bouncing around, jumping back and forth. I'm using my phone just because it was easier and faster to get it set up than my normal camera. So anyway, here's one of those. So when you fold it in half, this would look fine in a journal signature, just half of it showing. I try to create with that in mind. So there's that one. This one has lines. This one, again, would look nice, just half of it showing. So that'd be one side, this would be one side, or you could use it as a center spread. And it has an antique, all of the advertisements that you're going to see in here are from a book that I have. It is from, I believe the book is from 1904. It is a book of, it's a whole year of 1904, The Garden magazine, compiled into a book. And it's the original, and so these are scans from that, so that's what you'll see there. These advertisements are from that book, so even this one is. There's some, oh, they're like a ledger pages there in the background. Again, there's some of those antique advertisement scans, so from that book. Just a plain lined page. So this is a good page to have on hand for all of your printables, to be able to put on the backs of your journal pages, or just print both sides, and then you've always got some lined paper to use in your journals. This one's just a plain background of the advertisements. Garden themed advertisements. I went with garden themed because, you know, pumpkins grow in gardens. So, and you know me, in all my kits you can see I like some symmetry. I like things to be symmetrical, so I tend to balance elements, you know, left and right. I'm not a big collage. I don't do a lot of collaging stuff, and I like my journal kits to be useful. I like all of the pages to have use and function to them for writing. You know, they need to be pretty, but they also need to be functional. So this is just a background page that you could layer things on, put pockets on. Again, this one as well, glue pictures on them, put pockets on them, use them as to print on back sides, whatever you want to do. Cut them up into elements. Some of these lighter ones like this are light enough that you can still write over the top of them. This one's a dimensional page, so when it's in your journal, one side's going to look like this. So isn't that cute? And then the other side, you would cut out the blank space, and this would be dimensional. So, which I was thinking would look really cute if it's put in page order in your journal with something like this behind it. So, I don't know. I'm sure somebody can do some creative things there. This is a center spread, so this is just a pretty page to put in the center of your signatures, or do with whatever. Another center page spread. And then that tag there that I've layered into the page, I've created some of those. You'll see those in the embellishments. You'll see some of those. So there's just a pumpkin page background. Here's another journaling page. Lots of flowers, pumpkins, fall themed. Here's this one's lined. I went with a lot of lined pages this time. Just I find that very helpful when I'm journaling to have lines. And these are a good space. They're not too small, they're not too big, and they're not too bold, but they're still visible. So there's another pumpkin background. It's like the tan one, only this one's the maroon color. And then I like when I do journals, each signature in my journal, I usually have a cover for that signature, so it kind of stands out away from the others. So I created these with the thought that they could be signature covers, so the beginning of each signature of your journal. So, but you use them however you want. I created this kit the way I like to use journal kits and the way I like to use digitals. So, but you feel free to use it however you want. So that would be another one when it's folded in half. That's why they're symmetrical, because I was thinking of using them in this purpose. So. All right, so there's 3 of those. So there are 23 pages of the journal pages and the backgrounds. And then now we will look at the embellishments, ephemera, whatever you want to call those. So this is a little mini book, a little mini journal. This one's just a one I printed off real quick on some junk paper. I was just doing it to make sure that it fits. So it's not nice and bright like on this nice paper, and it's thin and barely glued together, but you can get an idea of what it would look like if you put it together. Maybe, hang on, pages are in the wrong order, and I didn't staple them or sew them or anything. So A is for apple, F is for friend, H is for hay, L is for leaves, P is for pumpkin, S is for sweater, T is for truck. And then these are all lined. And it's small and it's cute, but it's actually functional. So you could write on the lines. They're not that tiny that you couldn't write on them. So there's the cover and some of the pages. Here's another set of pages for the book and instructions on there on how to put it together. A little set of mini file folders. I like to do those. Those are kind of fun. But again, you know, like if you don't want to do file folders, then just cut out the parts and pieces that you want. Use them as embellishments, or cut them out and angle the top and use them as tags. You know, when you're printing out digital kits, think outside the box. You don't always have to use the image as it's intended. So it doesn't have to be a file folder. You can do whatever you want to with it. So here's some postcards, library card, bingo card, embellished. Some blank labels. These are some library pockets. So there's the backs, and then here's the pocket part, and then here's some stamps that you can cut out and use as embellishments or use on the envelopes that are included in here. Here's those tags I was talking about. That's that one that was in the picture. And then here's another option to it. And then here it is in blue. And then I've included some blank ones. We have tabs and banners. So tabs, not everybody has a tab punch. I have a tab punch. So I don't typically use these types of things in my digital kit. I don't usually cut them out. I usually just use my tab punch on some paper in the kit. But some people don't have a tab punch, so it's helpful to have these to cut out. There's banners here you can use for embellishments. And then here's some leaves. I read that. Here's some words that you could use in your embellishing of your journal. They're all fall themed words. Here's a set of angle pockets. So there's a left and a right for the scarecrow. And then there is a left and right pocket for the red check. And there's some more labels for you. Here's some of those advertisements I was speaking about. And I've included them plain and then also with some clip art. So vertical journaling cards. Set of pockets, another set of pockets. So there's a left and a right of this one with the trees, and a left and a right down here of the little lanterns. We have horizontal journaling cards. I love this one. I think that one would be really cute to cut this out and then layer it up with cardstock for greeting cards. Or this one would be too. Any of them really. We have an envelope that you can cut out. And so when it's folded, this would be the back part of the envelope. And then the orange flap here would come down. We have some strips here that can be used like washi tape. Just glue those on. Large tags. These are, let me grab my ruler. These tags are about 6.5 inches tall by about 3 inches wide, so they're pretty big tags. Another strip that can be used like washi. There's some slot pockets where you cut out this part here, these lines, and then if you want to get real fancy, you can take a little hole punch and punch these little holes out. So basically remove everything that's in the black. And then when you glue it on, you're only going to glue around the edges. So that way you can slide things down inside those slots. So there's 2 of those. There's some little decorative hexagons you can use for embellishing. Some more words. These just have the old advertisements as a background. It's a little easier to read those. Here's a little square envelope. And then here is a card that is sized perfectly to go inside the envelope. And then here are the library cards that you can use in those library pockets we've already looked at. Another envelope. This one is a standard size mailing envelope. And some different labels there again. Here's another sheet of tags. These are a little bit smaller than the others. This one's 5.5 tall. This one is 4.5 tall, and this one is 3.5 tall. Okay, so that is Autumn Memories. It is in my Etsy shop right now. If you would, just go over there and take a look at it. Maybe favorite it. That would help my shop. It would help it to be seen more. And then let me know what you think in the comments below. All right, I will see you guys soon. I'm going to use this in a project, and we'll see what we make. All right, guys. Take care. Happy crafting. Bye.